Hello, my dear global family. Welcome to Daily Inspirations. We are meeting daily to discuss and read the powerful quotes, how we could start every day and lead it in the powerful words of God. Because as we know, we are doing a research that the word of God could help you to your 5% of potential to add 95% potential of God. Please subscribe, turn on suggested playlist, share this video, and most important, comment your idea how this video help you daily. Okay, let's go. The quotes, the turning point in providential history. True Parents' Holy Wedding, held in April 11, 1960, was the historical moment when the history of restoration through indemnity climbed over the mountain of indemnity at the completion level of the growth stage. The Holy Wedding of True Parents was a global and cosmic event. True Father who came as the perfect Adam, and the foundation of the long history of the Providence laid the foundation on earth to receive True Mother, the original Eve. True Father represents heaven, True Mother represents earth, and the union finally connected the spiritual world and the physical world, which has been divided. Finally, the standard required to break down the wall that had separated Adam and Eve from God had been met. Some historians say that in 1960 history entered in the time of a great transition. The respective of the unification principles is that although Korea became the base for the Christian cultural sphere to receive the Messiah, the Christian cultural sphere failed when it did not accept me. Nevertheless, we can assert that once the Holy Wedding had been held in the name of God and True Parents, history finally began turning in a new direction. In the present circumstances, history is full of changes. It appears that humankind is declining and descending into a world of death, and that the world by beset by many divisions is heading for destruction. But at the same time, we can realize that the scope of historical events is moving beyond national and regional levels and expanding to the world. Ever since we entered the Providential era, during which we had to expand our foundation horizontally based on the bond of the God-centered lineage that we have with True Parents, the world has been beset by ideological confusion. Traditions have been falling into chaos. Things are being shaken up. Christianity also is being totally shaken up. The Holy Wedding was held 14 years after Korean liberation from Japan. During that time, the Christian churches in Korea were either those that were rebuilding after years on the ground of those that had survived because their members had followed the dictates of the Japanese and they offered both to Shinto shrines. The way began to open up by which God could lead the providence with Korea at its base and make a leap to expand to the world. The starting point for this transition was True Parents' Holy Wedding that took place in April 1960. After the Holy Wedding ceremony, Parents' Day was inaugurated. That was the day when we finally could clear up humankind history, a history imprisoned by bonds of defiled love, life, and lineage from the false parents. the original love, life, and lineage centering on God were newly planted and began to deepen their roots on earth. Although the world that had received the fallen archangel's lineage had continued up to that point, from the day in 1960 when the true parents emerged, the lineage of the original Adam and Eve began to take root centering on God's love. The peak or apex of the providence of restoration occurred in 1960. At that time, I was receiving persecution from the nation and the people of Korea, from all the Christian denominations, and even from some church members. I was in desperate life and death situation. Indeed, the Unification Church was at the moment of truth, its very survival was at stake. In those difficult circumstances, I nevertheless proceed with the holy wedding. At that point, a new history began. The holy wedding was a historical turning point. Even historians state that in 1960 was a turning point. From that point on, I began resolving all the problems one by one. April 11, 1960 was the day of the true parents' holy wedding. Externally speaking, it was an ordinary day. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. However, the holy wedding that took place on that day made it a day totally different from any other history. Because of the day, human history is now in the hands of one person. At that moment of that one person coming, where the circumstances prepared such that he could build a relationship with the nation and with the world, did the circumstances of that moment have a strong enough foundation to pass on to him its relationship in history with the present age and the future? The ceremony itself may appear to have been a simple event, but once people realized that it was the core event representing the entirety of human history, people throughout history will study the significance of that one day. Okay, this was so powerful quotes for today. And when was this historical point? Please comment with your idea how these quotes are helping you daily. If you have difficulties, just turn on this video and listen these quotes one more time during the day. Also turn on suggested playlist. More about us is below. Subscribe, like and share this video to billions as this movement are working to finish ultimate global peace by 2027, finishing building heavenly kingdom in the corner of the world by that time. And this is the mission for all 8 billion plus people on the earth. If you don't know, you have a mission to finish building kingdom. How to do it? Just contact me for consultation, cooperation, and send a donation for peace. Have a great blessed day. Yours, Nicolae. Bye-bye for now.